even wrote a book about myself.
Really?
Yes.
What book?
The Village Girl.
Wow.
I'm from Natal.
You're from Natal? Me too, where from?
Where about?
Me, I'm from Tongat.
I'm from Escort and Chase.
Oh my gosh. See there.
Okay.
We neighbors. We neighbors.
Okay, that's
I'll
good.
send Mampuna to bring it.
So nice
I'll
to
bring
hear.
it. Yes.
Wow.
When I opened this school, it was not because of I want to make a business.
Yeah.
Or the famous.
It was just because I grew up by my grandmother. I'm from a humble family. And then I saw the way we were struggling. I said, when I grow up, I want to do this.
Okay. I see all the women here, all three of you all, one, four. And like, it's because you're doing something to give back to your community.
Oh, you're from Tongaja?
Yeah, Tongat.
Okay, Nkaya.
For Tonga.
Tongat.
Okay.
Can you start with your first name, your surname, and your position at Zimbabwe?
I am Winnie Ntini Mazibuko Mahasela. I am married for the second child, Mahasela. My maiden surname is Mazibuko.
So what would you like us to use in the interview? Which surname?
You use one of them that qualifies double barrel.
Okay, we'll use that one. So you are the founding director of Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Can you just say that so that it is on record?
Founder and the owner of Imbali.
Okay.
The person who made me to be like that, it was because of I was from Federation Transfer Women Organization.
Please can you tell me about the history of how the federation, say again, Transvaal Women's, yeah. How did the federation come up with this school?
The Federation Transfer Women Organization, we had the different areas, and then the president was Sister Bennett Newz, the one by that time when she was a president. She realized that women are suffering. Some of them they're not working, some of them they are having a lot of children, and then she started to think about the projects that we can just have the projects, because some of us we were not learned. She even took us to Funda Center, whereby there were different education, more communication skill, Department of Education, and then you chose yourself which one do you want to take. And then from there she took us to Israel to go and see how women are working. Then when we came back, it was in 1986 by the time. Then when we came back, it's when we started to open the projects. Sewing projects, creches, schools, and some of them catering, lot of different departments.
So you founded the Mbali Combined School. Why did you want to open the school?
I had the preschools in Soweto, those preschools which was opened by the Sister Bennett, the Federation Transfer Women Organization. And then when I moved to Orange Farm, I saw a place which we had a problem where they didn't have anything. And then I started to open a preschool in 1989, with the day which we came with on the 13th of July. The following day, I started the crèche. When I started the crèche, because people, they were flowing from all over. People, the parents, they started to say, but what are we going to do about our children? Until you have a school, I said, I'll see what to do. The following day, I opened the school. I had 4 children. At the end of the week, I had 40. Then that 40, I was operating to the residential side of my house. Then I thought of Imbali.
So Ma, tell me about when you finally got registered and the success you've had in the years that have passed. When did your school get registered with the education department?
It was registered in 1991.
Okay. Tell me about the success of the school, the 100% pass rate, what it means to the community.
Hey, it meant a lot because they never taught us such. More especially, a lot of people, they didn't know that a black person can have a school in their life. They were surprised to have a school like this. Then the community also helped me, and they were not even paying money. They were paying 20 rand a month up until the school goes up.
And so, how did you get the funds to build everything we're seeing, the painting?
That one is a big question. I was a talkative somebody at the end of the day when I started the project. This face, I helped by one of the inspectors from Van side who was there, and then I spoke to him because the school was already registered. I said, I don't have money to build, but I don't know who can help me by having a material. And then I had walls only for this space. And then the roofing was difficult, and then that time I got a subsidy of how much? 81,000. That from that 81,000 it was nothing because to pay teachers and all those things from the government. And then I spoke to that particular guy, Mr. Mahasela, who ended up being my husband at the end of the day. But that time there was nothing.
That's not a story. Okay, but basically you managed to raise the funds to build your school.
Yeah, to raise funds from your pocket. Yeah.
So now coming to what's at stake. The title deed. Tell me about how long you've been trying to...
I can't even tell you how long, because the school was registered in 1991. And then we didn't know anything about the title deed, and I don't remember the title deed talked about the title deed, whereby we end up to have a problem when they started to ask us with the listing and the title deed. But the time of the TPA, there was nothing like the title deed. Funny enough, the thing which is amazing me, and I keep on asking, this structure, it was approved by COJ, that it's approved. And the people who were working for the municipality, or David and them, it's them who took our plans and took it registered and approved. And then it's when then after that they talk about the title deed, that when the school was big enough, they started to send some of the people to come in and evaluate and ask a lot of questions, that how much do you get from the children, how much are you paying teachers, where did you get the bread? I was surprised also about that. Up until I said, no, there was that thing of the lease. I said, the lease, I know the lease when you are buying, if you are having a house from the municipality. Because of that one where I started the school, I do have a title deed for that. About the school, I didn't know that they will want a lease because I was helping the community and helping the government. I thought maybe they would be happy about that, that we have made it for those people. Imagine a place where was still no school, As I'm telling you that this school, it was the first school in Orange Farm up until now, still fighting for the title deed.
So mom, tell me, right, if the school is running so well, if everything is going so well, why do you need a title deed?
For my legacy, finishes class. I want it for my legacy. I wanted people to know that at least there are people who can work for the community. And I thought maybe the government will thank us, all of us, because there are churches, also the churches that do not have money, the churches that do not have money, it's just for sexual, as Nondlela to explain for you, and monotolo, and there's no money. It's just to help the community. But it seems as if no one who's thinking about us, instead of to think about us, when we said, there is that thing when I even took them to the attorney, where they said, I said, no, the better way, they must pay me back my money, which I built the school with it. I wanted only 11 million. They said, no, the premises are old. Whose fault is that? Then from there, we said, no, these people, they are playing us marbles.
So just to wrap up, right? As a woman, you've helped build up this first school to help the community, but you feel somewhat sidelined by the government. Is that what you're feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm saying that because it's not me alone who's struggling. I am crying for everybody. Imagine I'm old now, I'm a granny. When I came here, I was a young lady. Now I'm 80 years, but still do not have a title deed, and them, all of us. What is holding them to do not give us the title deed? Instead of the title deed, they want money, they want us to lease. We must pay 2,000 a month. Where are we getting that 2,000 a month? What about those employees which we are helping the government to do not have unemployed people?
That was the perfect comment, Ma. You summarized it perfectly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is it also the same thing where the structure cannot be legal because you don't own?
My name is Nondlela I'm the founder director of Canyon Daycare and Natural Lifesaver. The project here is starting here from Sweetwater Squatter Camp, but I've started a crash 1986 from Sweetwater Squatter Camp. In 1989, when we came in Orange Farm, the kids were loitering around the streets because the supermarkets sizama abazali bezama indawo bezama ukwakha beshiya abantwana besiya emisebenzini because indawo ingenayo nix siqale ku-anje indawo lo yonke esiyenzileyo as omama ke ebebenothando benenhliziyo ukuthi abantwana singabakholektha sibafaka emikhukhwini yethu sihlala nabo sisebenza nabo sifundisa bona kwezi ndawo we only got i-chance yokuthi sifumane i-sites sifumane 1991 ngoMay nge-7 sifumana ku-year TPA, which is Transvaal Provincial Administration. So nguye wandinika i-permit that year ukuthi ndiyokwakha lapho ndihlala khona e-35 Putin Extension 1. Wandinika nomthetho othi xa ndizawuqalisa ukwakha apha kunyanzelekile uba ndiyayithatha le site in 6 months time funeka ndibone ukuthi ndiyakhile. Kwanyanzeleka ke isite inkulu funeka ndibe nabantwana. Ngamandla kaNkulunkulu I've managed to build a site which consists of 3 classrooms, an office, 4 toilets, and the kitchen. I started with it. Now the thing is, 2004. The challenges that I face, asikwazi ukuthi sifumane ama-funds kwizinto zonke indawo abafuna because bafuna i-advocate. Bafuna si-complye in order ukuthi sikwazi ukufumana iimfanelo zezinto zonke, but for the sake that ama-entities asiwafumani, akavumi uCOJ ukusinika le ndawo athi yeyena, uyayidimanda ukuthi yeyakanyeva ubephi physically. Because sinama-permits, ane-permit holder yale ndawo kuyo yale organization and diseva lo mphakathi. So zonke izinto efanele uba sibe siyazifumana, it's so difficult sibe siyazifumana. Asikwazi uba nama-funds through ukuthi abasifuni ukusinika ama-title deed. Sizela ukuthatha ama-title deed. It's too much, 33 years sinasize, but i-title deed isahleli kuCOJ. uCOJ esimsebenzele kangaka, sisebenza ngokuphakathi wase-Orange Farm. Namhlanje abo basemapalamente, abo bakwezo ofisi basuka kuthi i-product yethu. So we are expecting ukuthi ingadlali ngathi futhi, because for that matter bekwazo ndawo bakuzo nje bona bahlele ema-ofisi nje, they know nothing about community yethu le siyisebenzele, siyayideserve ukufumana ama-title deed. And furthermore, silindele ukuthi makabuye this government azosihonorisha, asidoctorate njengabanye ababenzayo. Sifuna basidoctorate nathi, babone umsebenzi wethu sawenzayo. Exeshathi kustrategy nesistrategy apha kule ndawo kuma-community ethu siqoqa abantu bethu lebelapho ku-exile. Thina besi-exile yethu isebenzela bona. Namhlanje banendawo, namhlanje basibuza babe-government, ugovernment city asengabo bona baqashwe phaya ema-ofisini bangazodlala kahle. Ugovernment city basifuna iy'mfanelo zethu, sifuna ama-title deeds. Sonke siphethe ubuncinanana babantu abafumane ama-side bonke bakhile ngemali zabo. Asinazi i-fundraise isikole, esinakwazi usifumana i-fundraiser because asinazi imfanelo zo-fundraiser zemali ezipokothweni zethu, esifemeleni zethu, ebantwaneni bethu ezisakhele kahle. Nazi isikolo zikhulu, ezi sikolo setha ngazo. Sinesikolo apha esibiza uba yimbali namhlanje esisuka esandleni somntu. This mbali ithatha ukuthi now abantwana esinabo ipase i-100% abantwana bonke bapasile, and most of them base ngama-flying colours. Sisikolo sise-Orange Farm esenziwe ngumama oyedwa lowo. Namhlanje asobonelwa ndawo i-project zethu. Namhlanje kwi-project nawo i-community yam yonke ne-community engaphandle ifumana imisebenzi through ama-project ethu. Sifumana ama-learnership kuba siwafaka kwezi project zethu, sibafundise babe zizinto, abanama-skills programs ngenxa yethu, bazi izinto ngenxa yethu. Abanye sebesemisebenzi, sebesema-mines ngenxa yemisebenzi yethu. Namhlanje ugovernment ezinento imoyisayo kakwazi ukuzosibonga usizothatha indawo zethu. Lo mhlaba sethu awumhlaba wethu, siwusebenzele. Makasinike ama-title deed ethu, ugovernment ayekudlala ngathi. Wonke umuntu olapha e-Orange Farm osebenzele lezi ndawo, nama-crash, onke ama-crash nesikolo zizi-independent masifumane ama-title deed azo. Ama-organization makafumane ama-title deed awo kulo government udlala ngathi. Elo xesha liphelile, sinikeze imfanelo zethu, usiphe ama-document ethu, usi-honorishe, usibone,
It's the very money that you have to pay your bills, and at some stage parents don't even pay because of the level of affordability that we are in this area. So it's those that qualify and be able to receive the funds. So if you don't have that, then there's nothing for you. You have to rely solely on
We have also looked at the issue of land parcels and going back to decades ago and his promise with regards to who should own land. Please go ahead. Some of the women who are project owners of precious religious churches as well that were borrowed with their own funds that were donated by community members as well directly in order to help development in this area. And decades ago, prior to 1999, this area was run by the Transvaal Administration. Project owners received land parcels like this one who began developing creches, community schools and churches. But decades later, like you mentioned, the absence of a title to own this land hampers development of important creches that essentially provide services at a minimal rate for residents who are struggling with social issues. One of the project owners is Ms. Nondlela. I think he's going to orange farm we built this in 1997, but permits from the
The challenges have always been that we can't move, we can't develop the way we wish to because we don't have the ownership of the properties that we have built, that we have worked hard for. We have built structures, we give them the land, but the structures that we have built, they are regarded as illegal by the JPC or the City of Joburg because we don't have titles. Therefore, we cannot have proper buildings, plans that are approved. That is all because we don't have the titles, or we don't have this, we don't have nothing. So we're saying the development has been hampered by the lack of help from our City of Johannesburg. We therefore say, let them allow us to prosper, let them allow us to develop these properties because our community needs these properties for the education of their kids. So if they allow us, that would be saying they are giving us the title deeds for these properties, which is exactly what we need. We need to be entitled as the owners of these properties because we have worked so hard. The government is not doing anything to help us in terms of building up the structures. They just leave you in the land that is vacant, that has nothing in it, and you are expected to build. At the end of the day, they tell you that you have built illegal structures on a property, you don't have the title deed, and you cannot have the title deed because they don't want to give it to you. And you cannot build the proper structure with a proper building plan that is approved because you don't have the title deed. So it's just a circle that goes on and on with no end. So we are saying we are tired of being paid by our City of Joburg that is supposed to be supporting us in terms of making sure that the community gets what it needs, which in this case, it needs your education. The young kids that are out there, they need to be educated. We lay a solid foundation in their lives in order for them to study or rather to be ready to go to school. There are people that are running schools. There are people that are running churches. The organizations are so many, they're all utilizing these properties without proper documentation because the City of Joburg won't give it to us.
Tell me about just back and forth. Your application goes back to
The application that we have made or rather that we put into the City of Joburg through the JPC, it's been sitting there. The application was for the lease because they told us that they cannot sell these properties to us because these properties are regarded as community facilities, therefore cannot be given to anyone. We are saying give them to our organizations. So the applications that we have made, I for one, for this property, I have made an application more than 10 years ago, and it was for a lease. Up to this date, they haven't given us anything. We were made to pay the application, which was about 2,000 rand. We were made to believe that we will get the lease. And there's nothing, there's absolutely nothing, let alone the title deed. The title deed, it's supposed to give us the right to the ownership of this property, but they won't give us anything. So we are operating here, and they tell us that we have put illegal structures on their property. Yet they're not building on these properties. They could not build because they said they don't have money to build crashes. We came up with the idea of setting up crashes for the kids to get a place to be kept safely, to be kept safely, and also to be provided with meals for a day and provided with education. But they're not coming to pay.
Project owners who are women who said that they developed these projects to build up the community. Like she says that without such pressure nearby in school, which is also community built, there wouldn't be education facilities for children. The city of Johannesburg, the government is providing this for the community. They are providing this, but they can't move forward and further develop if they don't have a title.
Wow. Eternally, blood for trees. Kids!